Welcome to Ryan Watches a Movie. My name's Adam Patterson. With me today we got Kevin Rakestraw. Hey, Kevin.
Hey.
We're also joined by Ryan Holes. Hey, Ryan. How are you, Ryan? All right. Nice. If this is your first time tuning in, Kevin and I are challenging ourselves to find movies that Ryan likes in the hopes that we'll reach a coveted 10 out of 10. You can join in on the conversation by sending your movie suggestions for Ryan to podcast@filmpulse.net or by sending me a DM on Twitter @filmpulsenet. If you like the show, or even if you don't, please consider checking out the Fredericks Ataxia Research Alliance website at curefa.org. Ryan, what movie did we have you watch?
Booksmart.
Booksmart. This came out earlier this year. It's directed by Olivia Wilde. I have a synopsis here. On the eve of their high school graduation, two academic superstars and best friends realize they should have worked less and played more. Determined not to fall short of their peers, the girls try to cram 4 years of fun into one night. Ryan, tell us a little bit about Booksmart.
Well, you just pretty much said it all.
Yep, pretty much.
They're two high school seniors, and they're graduating, and they're really smart, and they're really apply themselves. And they decide the night before graduation that everyone is in no parties and does school as well. So they decide to kind of go out with a bang, and it just shows the various little episodes that they go throughout the night. And they end up becoming better friends with pretty much everyone and appreciating everyone more. And in the end, their friendship grows stronger.
You make this movie sound so lame. You make it sound like some kind of Disney Channel movie or something.
So it sounds so uplifting and inspirational.
I mean, he's not wrong. Like, it is true, everything that he's saying. So what did you think of Booksmart?
It's hilarious. It made me laugh. I saw it a couple weeks ago, and it made me laugh just as hard the second time.
Ah.
Wow.
There's a few characters that I enjoy, like Gigi and the platonic friend, I can't think of his name, the rich kid, and I can't think of the girl's name, but the hair job girl.
Were you thinking of Jared, the rich kid, the kid who gets the T-shirt of himself, wearing a T-shirt of himself?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Skylar Gazondo. That was that scene was pretty funny. But you know they sell that, by the way. They sell that T-shirt of him wearing the T-shirt of himself.
Like if it's a smaller version of him over and over, and they pointed each one out and said they were saying hello to everyone.
Mm-hmm. So this stars Caitlin Dever and Beanie Feldstein. A really great duo. I thought that they had a lot of really good comedic chemistry. I thought the two of them really bounced off of each other in a really funny way, and it seemed very natural. Amy and Molly.
Their parents also made me laugh a few times.
Lisa Kudrow and Will Forte.
Yes.
And of course you have Jason Sudeikis in there as the principal of the school.
It was alright, but you didn't say much.
Yeah, he didn't have a whole lot to do, but he was funny in the scenes he was in nonetheless. Did you see this yet, Kevin?
I have not yet.
Jesus
Christ.
But
it seems like I should.
You should.
Seems like you both really high on it.
Yeah.
And it's
certified fresh from
and
Adam and Ryan.
It also feels like it's going to be very uplifting, and it's just going to warm my heart.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, back when I talked about this on the weekly podcast, I mentioned that like everybody was saying that this is like the female version of Superbad, and I don't know. I guess I kind of have a little bit of an issue with that in that I feel like this is a lot smarter of a comedy than Superbad was. Like it is hilarious. It's really funny, but I think that there's a lot more heart in this than there was in Superbad.
Do you think it has
Sounds
to do with the fact that they're girls?
No, I don't. I do not
So,
think that.
like, it's more emotional.
I think it's just the script is just different. It's a different kind of movie. I mean, the only connective tissue between Superbad and this is that it, if I remember correctly, largely takes place over the course of like one night, and it's high school kids trying to get into trouble, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, but let's also face facts here. That isn't that most high school movies.
Exactly.
It's usually kids that aren't the popular kids trying to get into some fun over the course of one night. I mean, that's kind of the basis for hundreds of movies.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And so that's why I think that the comparisons to Superbad just aren't really, they just weren't really there for me.
Yeah, because you can pretty much compare it to anything based on that.
Any coming of age movie, you could compare it to Eighth Grade, which is another great movie that came out last year. You can compare it to any of those types of high school comedies, R-rated, specifically high school comedies.
Also, the doll scene that made me laugh a lot.
The doll scene when they turned into the dolls. Yeah, there's a scene where they turn into dolls.
I vaguely remember you talking about that.
I enjoyed that scene as well. Yeah, they aren't afraid to take some risks in this movie. I mean, for the most part, they play it pretty safe. And, you know, as far as like the gross out gags and stuff like that, there aren't quite as many as in Superbad, but they get kind of raunchy with the humor as well.
Yeah, they do. They punch it sometimes, but not all the time.
The porno scene in the car when the phone was connected to the Bluetooth in the car. That's a great scene. Did you have like a favorite joke or gag or sequence in this?
The one that's going on my head right now is when they were in the doll scene and the girl could like put her leg behind her head.
Mm-hmm.
That whole scene made me laugh a lot. And also the kids, the rich kids, pretty much everything he does or says makes me laugh.
Yeah, he was really funny, and Billie Lourd in there, she was really funny too. You mentioned her, Gigi.
Yes, she's hilarious.
Yeah.
The whole fact that she's kind of a drug, but not really, but still is on drugs, and they give them drugs, and they figure it out, they freak out. It was funny because they were fine, and then they find out immediately they're all fucked up.
Billie Lourd is Carrie Fisher's daughter.
I did not know that.
Wow, I know.
Yeah, she's in American Horror Story. You can see her, and she's in the current season of American Horror Story as well.
And the scene where she dives off the boat, that's funny. I feel like I've seen that rich kid before.
Jared?
Where have I seen him?
He's in a bunch of stuff. He was in the the Vacation remake, or sequel, or whatever the hell it was. He was in that. He's in the show The Righteous Gemstones on HBO right now, and he's really good in that.
Oh, many people play really, really young characters. I realized they were.
They're probably all like 28.
They're older than the characters they play.
Yeah, that's how it always is. And they're pretty young. Like the two leads, Caitlin Dever and Beanie Feldstein they're pretty young, I think. And Ryan Beanie Feldstein is actually Jonah Hill's sister.
And the gay guys that made me laugh a lot. The one with glasses.
Mm-hmm.
He makes me laugh a lot because he's sassy about everything.
Brings the sass.
Plus, apparently the guy that played, what is it, Nick? That's Cuba Gooding Jr.'s son.
Oh yeah, Mason Gooding.
It's just all Hollywood relatives.
Yeah, that's what.
It seems like that with a lot of stuff nowadays. It'll be like, oh, who's this person? And then you find out that, they're the son or daughter of a famous actor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is Olivia Wilde's directorial debut. How do you think she did as a first-time director in this?
I think we did all right. I'm glad to see more of what she does.
Yeah. I should preface that with saying she directed like a short film, I think, and some music videos before this. So it's not her like first time directing anything, just her first time with a feature-length film.
Didn't she have a part in directing that movie we saw at South by, the beer movie?
No, she was just in that.
No. She was quite good in that, though.
Yeah.
Drinking Buddies.
That's
the
yeah.
movie.
The
Drinking Buddies.
The Swanberg movie. I think that she has a lot of promise as a director. I think she's gonna do a lot of really interesting things behind the camera. I just saw her in there's a trailer this week. Richard Jewell.
Richard Jewell. She's in Richard Jewell.
Yeah, she's in Richard Jewell. Plays Kathy Scruggs.
I don't know why, but to have a movie called Richard Jewell.
Did you see the trailer?
No. Why the fuck would I want to watch a movie about Richard Jewell?
I'll tell you why. Because it stars the guy from I, Tonya, and his name Paul Walter Hauser, and he is amazing. And I'm gonna go see that movie just for Paul Walter Hauser.
So he's playing Richard Jewell.
Yeah.
Man, I might have to see it then.
Watch the trailer and you'll be sold. Trust me. I think you'll be able to set aside the whole Clint Eastwood thing. I mean, I'm not saying the movie's going to be good or anything. Like, jury's still out on that.
That's so bizarre to me.
Well, you know what? I know we're
biopics that we're doing now.
Yeah, I mean, I know we're way off on a tangent at this point, but the whole thing is going to be about like the media, unjustly vilified by the media.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be about. The lamestream media.
That's right.
Anyway, Ryan, any final thoughts on Booksmart before we give you your drum roll?
It's definitely worth watching.
I agree. Yeah, I think.
Twice? Is it worth watching twice?
Yes. I already said it 3 times.
Is that, what would the cutoff be, you think? How many times do you think you could watch this before you got old?
I don't know, it has a potential to become like Superbad or any of those movies I'm watching 9 times.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Is this getting in the rotation?
When it comes on TV, yes. In a couple of years when it's syndicated.
Okay, so that's like a parameter. It has to be on TV, and you watch it on TV.
It just makes everything easier.
even though you have the digital version that's completely uncut and doesn't have commercials. I'll wait until it comes on TV. You're the first person in history who goes, you know what? I'll just wait until they run it on like FX, like 8 years from now with commercials.
Oh,
cut down.
I had no idea.
That's Ryan's preferred medium is to watch movies when they air on TV.
He wants the thing that takes the least amount of involvement on his end.
We're not even talking Netflix at this point. Like, that's too much effort.
He's got to open that app up. He's got to search for it.
Netflix requires too much interaction.
Too much interaction on Netflix.
Can't believe me. I'll have to turn the channel.
What if it's on a different channel than the channel you're watching?
That's what I'm fine, because I'll have to turn the channel.
Okay. All
I
right.
was gonna say, is this also a part of the parameter is that you just have to happen upon the movie? Are you like checking listings and stuff?
I just
see one.
want to make it easiest on myself.
He has TV Guide. He has a TV Guide subscription. He keeps up to date on the latest airings.
One of 7 people.
Everybody's moving into this like digital on-demand age, and Ryan is like regressing back. Next time I go over there, he's gonna have one of those like old box TVs with an antenna.
Hey, Adam, can you get up and turn the knob?
I can airplay everything. I just choose not to.
All right. I mean, I get it. I sort of. No, I don't. I don't get it, but all right.
I was gonna say, don't you have like an external hard drive or something like actually hooked up to your TV that you could just like pop in? Just like all you have to do is double click, right?
Well, now it's set up where I can just airplay everything. So things might be changing.
Things are happening.
He's got this like, it's like half and half, like super high tech, but then also he doesn't utilize it. It's just, hey, if I happen upon it while I'm flipping through the channels, I'm totally going to watch it.
Oh, I love this revelation. All right, let's go ahead and give you your drum roll, Ryan. What do you give Booksmart?
9.
9 out of 10.
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Goodness gracious. Did you like it more than Superbad?
Oh.
Oh.
I would say I left equally at both of them.
Same number as last.
Number of left?
Same number, huh? Tied up.
Yeah.
Maybe more in Booksmart?
Yeah.
Wow. He's going to be watching this movie
I mean,
every other day for the next 2 years.
I left a lot of different, but I left a lot at this time.
I'll agree. I laughed a lot in both of them. I think maybe the number of jokes is more in Superbad, but I think maybe the quality of the jokes is better in Booksmart.
I also like when they try to rob that pizza guy.
I also enjoy that scene very much. It was the dude from, I don't know if he's still on SNL. I think he was on SNL at some point.
That's what I've seen. I knew I've seen him somewhere.
I think he was a featured player on SNL.
Who is it?
I can't remember his name.
I want to call Bill Gates
Bill Gates.
because he sort of looks like Bill Gates.
I don't see him on the cast list. I'm sure he's here somewhere.
Mike O'Brien.
That
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know who he is. Yeah, he was on SNL.
is he still? I don't know if he's still on SNL or.
No, I don't think
No,
so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, doesn't look like it. All right. Any final thoughts, Ryan, on Booksmart?
It's a really, really funny movie.
Really funny. Yeah, check it out. I think as far as like year-end stuff, you should definitely give it a look. Like, I don't know if it'll certainly be in my like top 20. I don't know if it's necessarily going to crack the top 10, but it's definitely one of the best comedies of the year for sure. All right. I think that's going to do it for this week. Thank you so much for listening. You can send us your picks for Ryan and questions to podcast@filmpulse.net. You can follow us on Twitter @filmpulsenet, @filmpulsekevin, and @mylegsdon'twork. And if you have a minute, consider giving us a review on your podcast platform of choice. For Kevin Rakestraw and Ryan Holes, my name's Adam Patterson, and we'll see you later.
See you later.